What is going on, everyone? It's Nick from Breaking the Clutch. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And today, before YapYap drops, which should be sometime this week, I wanted to pose the question, will YapYap be overpowered? We've seen a trend with new DLC leaders. Every single time it seems that they come out, there is something way imbalanced about them, and that they take over the meta for a short period of time or a long period of time. If we look at Forge's Anvil and 343's inability to actually adapt to that, there could be a bit of an issue with YapYap, and I want to pose the question today: will he be overpowered at launch? And I think so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time, hopefully with some YapYap gameplay. All right, I'm joking. So let's actually touch base and discuss some of these things that I saw in the stream that kind of concerned me, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I've seen plenty of opinions on the BtC Discord. If you have not checked that out, link in the description down below to join. Plenty of good conversations going on over there, and I'm going to kind of build off some of the things that were talked about in that Discord. So first things first. Veterancy drop is a tier 2, or it's a tier 2 leader point, which means that within about 2.5-3 minutes, you can walk up to an enemy base and drop in veterancy units. This is obviously an issue. This has been corrected in the past. I think it's been, sometimes, I think it was like Colony. I could be wrong, but I think there was a leader in the past where veterancy drop was one of the earlier tier unit leader points, and then they had to back it up because it was just too overpowering in the beginning. We saw this with turrets as well. Turret drop, they had to back that up because people will use that to their advantage, and they will overwhelm an opponent who might not be that good at the game, or like just not at the same tier as some of the top players who abuse a lot of these strategies. And I'm not saying that they're doing it in a spiteful way. If it's the best thing to do, they are going to do that every single time because it gives them the best chance to win. That's all I'm saying. So when we look at veterancy dropping a tier 2, I can just walk up within 2.5-3 minutes with 2 other YapYaps on my team and drop in veterancy units. That's a bit damning to the gameplay, and I think that there's going to be a lot of issues with that. Check that. I think that's going to be a big imbalance, and I think it's going to give YapYap a very big edge going forward in this new meta that hopefully we'll see very soon here. Again, I'm very concerned with that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Actually, Metaloid, I think it was, who put out a very good forum post. I'll try to link that down below in the comments. I'll pin it. Check that out. It's easy. He gives his concern with that, and he also gives his concern with a few other things that I'll hold judgment on until the actual leader drops. But I do agree absolutely that veterancy should be pushed back to 4 or 5 on the leader tier. At least make it where Colony is with her drop, or with his drop. I think it is tier 4. So it needs to be at the same level. Otherwise, YapYap is going to have a major advantage in the early game. And I guess one of two things happen, right? First, it's either overpowering, or 2, it's very underpowering and it doesn't do that much, which means that most of YapYap units are not viable, which makes YapYap an extremely underpowered leader. I think I'll take the former. I think that the YapYap is going to be very strong, especially with that veterancy drop in the early part of the game. And this is, again, it is concerning only for the fact that 343 did not respond well to Forge's Anvil. We could deal with this issue, this YapYap issue, for 2-3 weeks if it is actually an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and throw caution in the wind. Check that out as soon as the leader drops, and hopefully it's balanced. I really do think, though, it's not going to be, and I think that needs to be pushed back to leader point 4. Alright, the very next thing that I want to touch base on was cannon fodder, the grunt unit that costs no money and no power to make. It does take up cap space in your population count, though. So here's a few things. A lot of people are concerned that it's going to be overpowered if you don't have to produce, or if you can produce these units without using up any of your money or resources. And I'm kind of on the fence with it, right? There's I think one thing that will make it way overpowered, and it'll push YapYap to a Forge level, a Forge Anvil level of overpowered. And this is it. If you can take these 2 or 3 of these guys and go pick up power nodes, because cannon fodder can attack air, even though they look like they can't. They have little backpacks on their back that I'm almost certain shoot up and attack air. If they can take down sentinels, only 2 or 3 of them, which is what it takes for a marine to do, then I can produce 2 to 3, put them on a power node, and then it costs me nothing, and I'll take the power node. On the other side, a UNSC player has to produce an extra Marine, get that third Marine to make sure that they can take that power node. So they're losing money trying to get power nodes, while I'm investing nothing into it except cap space, which I can just easily wipe them off the map by pushing an enemy base or pushing another sentinel, and they'll kill it. So the concern here for me is, will these cannon fodder units be able to take over power nodes efficiently and effectively? Because if they can, and I don't have to invest money into it, and I can easily discard them later, I can see this being a very big issue. And as far as it goes with them being able to pick up or stay in garrisons and give you a little map vision, yeah, that works early or that works for the early game. The mid to late game, I don't see that being too big of an issue. If you can simply, I mean, they die very quickly, at least from enemy units. I'm not sure how they interact with sentinels per se. So that's what the real issue is. If you see them in a garrison, you'll be able to pop them off real quick, and they'll lose vision, or you leave them in the garrison and they'll just take up cap space. So as far as taking over the map and seeing a lot of what the enemy has to offer early game, that's concerning. But again, I think the real issue comes with the power nodes. How many will it take to take a power node, and will it reflect what the UNSC or the Banish have to do normally with grunts and Marines? Again, I think if it's like 5 or 6 cannon fodder to take one power node, I'm good with that. I think that's probably as close to balance as you can get. Anything under that, and I think we're running into a territory where early game YapYap is going to be very destructive. If you pair getting those power nodes with units that cost no money, and then saving that money to veterancy drop within 2.5 minutes, again, I think that can be a very powerful early game, and it is concerning to say the least. All right, now the very last thing that I want to touch base on was the fucking leader ability called Please Don't Shoot. I don't know who comes up with this stuff, but I mean, this is going to be a very annoying and obnoxious leader ability. If you aren't aware, Please Don't Shoot is a leader ability that stops the game pretty much for 15 seconds if you upgrade it once, and then 23 seconds if you upgrade it all the way. Pretty much nobody on the map can shoot. Turrets can't shoot. Units can't shoot. This gives you the time to build a shield generator on your main if opponent is attacking. Say for instance, I am YapYap and my opponent or my teammate is getting attacked by an army. I can use Please Don't Shoot so he can get a shield generator up, and then in time he'll be able to protect his base while I move my units or maneuver my units to help him. So I think it's going to be a really frustrating leader ability. Again, if you pair that with the other two things that I've just talked about, you start seeing where YapYap becomes a bigger deal and a bigger issue, and he hasn't even dropped yet. So let me know what you guys think down below. And here's the other thing: if you have 3 YapYaps on your team, and I'll go ahead and play a clip right here where you'll see that when Grim Brother 1 and Sketch were playing as YapYap, they had 6 YapYaps on the game or in the map, and for about a minute and 15 seconds ish, the game was disabled pretty much. Nobody could attack, nobody could do anything. They just kind of just sat around and just twiddled their thumbs. It's going to be really annoying, and I think it has the ability to be again, I think it's just going to be really annoying and obnoxious, especially considering that shield gen's already broken. Use Please Don't Shoot, and alright, anyways, so I'm going to get away from that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and let me know if you guys are excited for YapYap, or if you think that there's a potential that YapYap breaks the game, kind of that it seems like all DLC leaders have done. And again, if that does occur, hopefully 343 responds very quickly, because a lot of people still love this game, and even though Forge's Anvil, that whole garbage 3-week period kind of de-escalated the game a little bit, I'm hoping that things can get back on track with YapYap, and if things again are broken, they just jump right on that, patch it like they did with Jerome, and then we move forward and continue to have a fantastic game. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.